Rory McIlroy has been turning heads in the world of professional golf since he was just a teenager. At the age of 23, he became the youngest player in history to reach $10 million in career earnings on the PGA Tour. And he's only continued to add to his impressive list of accomplishments since then.
The new ruler of the game of golf is Rory McIlroy.
But what do other professional golfers really think about him? Welcome to 𝐿𝐴𝐷, where we take a deep dive into the most captivating stories from the world of professional golf. Today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest names in the sport, Rory McIlroy. When he first burst onto the scene, it was clear that Rory had a natural talent for the game. He won his first PGA Tour event just before his 21st birthday. Many golfers were quick to praise him for his raw skill and potential. I saw him play when he was just a teenager and I knew right away that he was going to be a star, said veteran golfer 𝐻𝐿 Mickelson. He has a swing that's just effortless and he makes the game look easy. In 2011, Rory won his first major championship at the US Open in an absolutely dominant performance, finishing the tournament with a margin of victory of 8 strokes and setting several new records in the process. Most notably his aggregate tournament score of 268, or 16 under par, which was a fresh US Open record, beating the old record by 4 strokes. Rory also became the youngest player to win the tournament since Bobby Jones in 1923.
No, I played solid on the way in and, here I am.
Just a few years later, McIlroy won his 4th major at the 2014 PGA Championship and joined the elite company of Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus as the only 3 golfers in history to win 4 majors by the age of 25. Rory's early success captured the attention of the legendary Mr. Nicklaus, saying of McIlroy, "Rory is an unbelievable talent. I think Rory has an opportunity to win 15 or 20 majors, or whatever he wants to do if he wants to keep playing. I love his swing." Rory has developed a strong friendship with Jack Nicklaus and often practices at the Bears Club, one of Jack's signature courses in Jupiter, Florida. Nicklaus further expressed his confidence and belief in McIlroy, saying, "Whatever Rory does, he has established himself as one of the great players that has ever played the game. Whether he wants to be the greatest player to have played the game, that's his determination, and it's his decision whether he wants to make that effort to try and do that." And even though McIlroy has yet to win the Masters and compete the career Grand Slam, Nicklaus believes that Rory will accomplish that, saying, "He certainly has the type of game that would do well at Augusta, and he has done well before. He just hasn't finished it." Despite all of his early success, McIlroy has faced his fair share of controversies and criticisms over the years. One of the biggest controversies came prior to the 2016 Summer Olympics, where golf was being included in the competition for the first time in 112 years. After initially being faced with a decision between which country he would represent, Ireland or Britain, McIlroy decided to not compete in the games altogether, citing concerns over the Zika virus as his reason for backing out. However, he seemed to suggest that there was another reason. He simply didn't want to be bothered to attend. McIlroy publicly questioned golf's place at the Olympic Games, saying, "I'm not sure if golf will be one of the events I'll watch. I'll watch track and field, swimming, diving, ones that matter."
I'll probably watch the Olympics, but I'm not sure golf will be one of the events I'll watch.
Despite facing criticisms for these comments, Rory stood by his decision and defended himself. "I've spent 7 years trying to please everyone," he said. "Some people don't like it. I get that, but it's my opinion." Another criticism that Rory has faced is that following the impressive start to his career, he hasn't been as consistent as some of the other top golfers on tour.
Well, he's missed both left and right so far, and he's all out of sorts.
Many of his peers have been quick to stand by and defend him. Ian Poulter had this to say about McIlroy. "Rory is probably, pound for pound, the most consistent golfer on the planet. When you look at how many top 5s and top 10s he has, his record is incredible." But Poulter wasn't the only one to express his admiration for McIlroy. Justin Thomas gave us this perspective. "Rory is one of the most talented golfers I've ever played with, but I think something that is very underrated and people don't realize is how hard he works. Recently, tensions have risen between Rory McIlroy and Greg Norman, CEO of 𝐿IV Golf. McIlroy has been vocal about his criticisms of 𝐿IV Golf, saying, "I hate what 𝐿IV is doing to golf," and even going so far as to call it dead in the water. In response, Norman hit back at McIlroy on Twitter, stating that 𝐿IV Golf has gone from being dead in the water to becoming a crucial component of the game's future in just 8 months. Norman also predicted that 𝐿IV Golf will soon be a major force in the world of professional golf, and that it will continue to do its part in prioritizing the growth of the sport that they all love. This isn't the first time that Norman and McIlroy have exchanged words over 𝐿IV Golf.
Greg needs to go. I think he needs to just exit stage left.
In fact, Rory has been opposed to the idea of 𝐿IV Golf from the very beginning, and has been consistently critical of Greg Norman. However, Norman has called out McIlroy for what he perceives as a hypocritical stance. Remember, Rory began his European tour. Then Rory chose to quit the European tour to play where all the money is, on the PGA Tour, Norman said. "Don't blame the other players for making the choice. It's a pity that people have adopted this viewpoint. Looking back through time, they've done the same thing." With many players leaving the PGA Tour for 𝐿IV Golf, it's clear that the ongoing split between the two leagues will continue to cause tension and controversy across professional golf. And what about McIlroy today? Well, he's still one of the top players in the world, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. He's won multiple tournaments in the past year, including the Tour Championship, one of the most prestigious events on the PGA Tour. He's always a threat to win whenever he enters a tournament, and his presence near the top of the leaderboard is always a concern for his competitors. "He's a true professional," says 𝐂𝐞𝐧𝐭𝐫𝐚𝐥'𝐬. "He knows how to win, and he's always working on improving his game. It's no surprise that he's still one of the top players in the world." But perhaps the most telling thing about what other golfers think about Rory McIlroy is the respect that they have for him. He's known for being a gracious competitor, always congratulating other players on their achievements, and always taking the time to sign autographs and interact with fans. "He's a class act," says Rickie Fowler. "He's a great player, but he's also a great person. He's someone that I have a lot of respect for." Rory is no stranger to charity work, as he is a global ambassador for UNICEF and has been actively involved in various charitable organizations throughout his career. He's also been an advocate for mental health awareness, speaking openly about his own struggles with anxiety and how he's been able to manage it. So what do professional golfers really think about Rory McIlroy? They think that he's one of the most talented, consistent and complete players in the world, a fierce competitor who is a role model for many young golfers. They think that he's a class act, both on and off the golf course, and someone for whom they have a lot of respect, not just for his golfing abilities but also for his character as a person. Whether or not you are a fan of Rory McIlroy, there's no denying that he's one of the biggest and most successful players in the sport and will continue to be in the future. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you can stay tuned for more videos like this coming soon. And let us know what you think about Rory McIlroy in the comments below. Thanks for watching.